Welcome again to the Purposes of God. I am your host, Doug Krieger, for this special series presented by the Tribulation Network. This is video number 26, and we had thought that this would be our final video of this special series. However, we are going to extend it into at least video 29 because we would like to elaborate upon the Great Pyramid in Giza. But in any event, we are on video number 26 right now, and this will conclude the Millenarian Fourth Temple special series within the series on Ezekiel chapters 40 through 48 in part 3. The Holy District, Great Pyramid, and New Jerusalem. The Great Pyramid is 273 miles from the Jerusalem Temple Mount, or in feet it is 1,441,440 feet. That is 273 miles times 5,280 feet, which are in a mile, from the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. There are two sets of 144 within the figure of 1,441,440. If that number is divided by 3 to determine the number of yards, you will get 480,480 yards from the Temple Mount of Solomon to the Great Pyramid of Giza. King Solomon commenced the building of the temple in Jerusalem in 962 BC, according to 1 Kings 6:1, wherein it clearly states that from the exodus of Egypt unto the building of Solomon's temple, there were 480 years. We see three epics of the divine purpose: the Pillar of Enoch, or the Great Pyramid of Giza, Noah's Ark, the Ark of the Covenant, the first and second temples of Israel, the future third temple of Israel, the millenarian temple of Ezekiel, and the New Jerusalem. All are geometrically connected by the divine geometer of the universe to declare his glory. Noah's Ark was preserved within the framework of the sacred cubit of 25.20 inches, and the 8 preserved therein attest to the 18,000 cubit city of Ezekiel and the 18,000 mile city of the Revelation, the New Jerusalem. Noah's Ark, quote, "The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Genesis chapter 6, verse 15. But in the cubic cubit area, for its contents were the primary concern, and we'll go from here to the next slide. Noah's Ark, Ezekiel's city, and the New Jerusalem's 1800. Again, Noah's Ark, 300 cubits by 50 cubits by 30 cubits. Multiplied out, you will receive 450,000 square cubic cubits. That is the content, the capacity, the volume. The area, Genesis chapter 6 and verse 15. To determine 4 square capacity, 4,500 is a fractal of 450,000 and constitutes one side of Ezekiel's city of 4,500 and linear cubits. Thus again, 4,500 times 4 is equal to 18,000. Noah's Ark bears the 18,000 in square cubic cubit area, or 450,000 times 4 is equal to 1,800,000, measuring its capacity, or 1,800 is a fractal of 18,000. Ezekiel's city, the Lord is there, Jehovah Shammah, bears the 1800. 4,500 cubits on each of the four sides of the city proper is equal to 18,000 linear cubits. 1800 in linear cubits, four sides linear flat measurement, is its fractal. The holy city, New Jerusalem, bears the 1800. 1,500 miles times 12 edges of the cube of the New Jerusalem are equal to 18,000 linear miles based on the cubit. 660 linear feet are equal to 1 furlong, and there are 12,000 furlongs on one of the edges of the New Jerusalem. Times 660 feet will give you 7,920,000 linear feet, divided by the number of feet in a mile, 5,280, will equal 1,500 miles on one side, but the city has 12 sides, it's 4 square. Multiplied by that 12 will equal 18,000 linear miles. 1,800 in linear miles as a cube, 12 edges times 1,500 each will equal 18,000, or 1,800 is its fractal as well. Babylon is fallen, 540. Antichrist, beast, is defeated, 666. All three are based on the sacred cubit. These three, 1,800 divided by 3, equals 600 plus 600 plus 600, are his work with man. He has redeemed the number of a man, 666, for each 18 fractal divided by 6 is equal to 3. 1,800 plus 1,800 plus 1,800 is equal to 5,400. 540, the fractal of 5,400, 540 BC, is the fall of Babylon. 540 times 7 is equal to 2,520, the sacred cubit, plus 1,260 are equal to 3,780, or 7 times 540 equals 3,780, or 2,520 plus 1,260 are equal to 3,780. The sacred cubit of 25.20 inches has triumphed over Babylon the Great and over the number of a man. All praise to the divine geometer of the universe, for the earth is his handiwork. The Ark of the Covenant and mercy seat equal 30 linear cubits times 25.20 are equal to 756 linear inches, a fractal of one side of the Great Pyramid, times 4 are equal to 3,024 divided by 2 are equal to 1,512, the gematria for the word apocalypse in the Greek. His prophetic presence has gone before us. Revelation 11, verse 19, appears the Ark of his covenant seen in his temple. The ultimate appearance of the Ark of the Covenant at the end of Revelation chapter 11 is the climax of apocalyptic prophetic fulfillment from Enoch to the eschaton. (144) The New Jerusalem. Time, distance, space. Noah's Ark, the Exodus, the Ark of the Covenant, the Star of David, the Great Pyramid, the Temple Mount, all of the temples of Israel, Ezekiel's city, all are connected. These pictorials that you're looking at will help to describe all of what we have been talking about. Yes, 1440 BC, the early date of the Exodus from Egypt. 1,441,440, or 144 and 144 twice, 2 sets. The distance in feet, 273 statute miles, from the Great Pyramid of Giza to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, or 273 miles times 5,280 feet equal 1,441,440 linear feet. Ezekiel's holy district, sanctuary, city, all integrate the 144 of the New Jerusalem. 12 times 12, 144,000, and 144. We have two graphics here. On your left, you see the 12 gates, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel, from Revelation chapter 21 and verse 12. On your right, you have the 12 foundations on them, wherein were the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb, Revelation 21:14. These are the two groups of 144,000. They represent the 12 patriarchs of Israel and the 12 apostles of the church. Together, 12 times 12, they equal to 144. This number is indicative throughout the Bible from the very beginning and indicates the ultimate purposes of the Almighty. Supplementary angles of the Star of David itself equal to 1,440 degrees. That is, all of the 120-degree angles comprised together equal 1,440 degrees, or the 144 of the New Jerusalem, and all its equilateral triangles equal to 1,080 degrees, or 1/2 the radius of the moon's 2,160-mile diameter. New Jerusalem has no need for either the sun or the moon. New Jerusalem, 12,000 furlongs times 12 edges, is equal to 144,000 furlongs, or 12,000 times 12,000, one of 6 areas, is equal to 144 million times all 6 areas of the cube will equal to 864 million furlongs, which is the diameter of the sun as a fractal of 864,000 miles. Again, the sun's diameter is 864,000 miles. This can be determined by the measurement of the New Jerusalem. Ezekiel's sanctuary is 480 cubits of the heights of all of its gates and the portico, or 6 gates plus 1 porch times 25.20 are equal to 12,096 inches. If we were to divide this by 7, the number of completion, it would equal to 1,728. And if we were to divide that by the number of the New Jerusalem, 144, it would equal 12. The wall of the New Jerusalem is given as 144, or 12 times 12 equals 144 cubits, times the measurement of the cubit itself, 25.20, will equal to 3,628.8 inches. A fractal of the Great Pyramid's 36,288-inch perimeter, or 3,024 feet times 12 inches, is equal to 36,288 inches of the Great Pyramid. The 144,000, Israel, Revelation 7, and the 144,000 of Revelation 14, representing the church, These are the two witnesses of Revelation chapter 11. And Israel and the church as the New Jerusalem, the Lamb's bride, is again seen in Revelation chapter 21. 3,024 feet is equal to the perimeter of the Great Pyramid, times 12 inches again is equal to 36,288 inches, or 2520, the measurement of the sacred cubit, times 1440, in this case 1440 BC, the time of Israel's exodus from Egypt, is equal to 36,288 inches, or 144 times 25.20 is equal to 36,288 inches, which is, again, the perimeter of the Great Pyramid at Giza. The 18,000 cubits of Jehovah Shammah, Part 1. 18 or 180 or 1,800 or 18,000 demonstrates far-reaching prophetic associations in Scripture. 1 plus 8 equals 9, the final cardinal number of perfection, or 3 times 3, or fullness, and can be seen in scores of numeric figures. 2,520 totals 9, that is 2 plus 5 plus 2 equals 9, and also 1080, 1 plus 8 equals 9, 5040, 5 plus 4 equals 9, 144, 216, 3024, 360, and so forth, all equaling 9. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one side of which is 756 linear feet, divided by 2 is equal to 378 times 481 feet. That is the elevation of the Great Pyramid. That will equal 181,818. That is 181,818, or 18, 18, 18, times 33, Messiah's number, will equal 6,000. 6,000 years of human history, or 6 days of mankind, or 4 separate sides of the 4-sided base of the pyramid, is equal to 4 times 6,000, which would equal 24,000, or the fractal thereof of 24, the 12 patriarchs of Israel and the 12 apostles of the Lamb. 18 and Daniel's 75 days, Part 2. The 75 days of Daniel occur at the end of the 2,520 days of the 70th week of Daniel, and continue through to the 1,335th day, that is 75 days beyond the 2520. 1,800 divided by 24 is equal to 75. 75 times 24 is equal to 1,800, or 24 times 75 is equal to 1,800. 1,800 divided by 75 is equal to 24. All of the above demonstrates how the 1,800 and 24 interact with the 75 days of Daniel chapter 12, verses 11 through 12. The 75 days of judgment, 30 days, and the 45 days of blessing are responsive to 24, and when 18 is used together with 24, that is the 24 elders and the measurements of the New Jerusalem's 18,000 miles, or the 18,000 cubits of the Lord is there, of Ezekiel's city. Likewise, 756, that is one side of the base of the Great Pyramid of Giza, divided by 2 is equal to 378 times its height of 481, or the formula for determining the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times its height. one side of the pyramid is therefore equal to 181,818 divided by 75 is equal to 242424, or 181,818 divided by 24 is equal to 757575. 1800 times 360, that is the degrees of a circle or a prophetic day, a year, is equal to 64,800 divided by 144 will equal to 45 days of blessing. Additional 18 information and a review of what we've been covering about the 18, part 3 of this mini-series within this addendum. 180 degrees times 6 equilateral triangles of the Magen David are equal to 1080 degrees, or 18, 1080 being an expanded, if you would, fractal of 18. Peeling back the triangles of the Great Pyramid times 4 of those triangles is equal to 180 degrees each side of the pyramid, will equal 720 degrees total, plus the base of the triangle itself, the base of the pyramid itself, each having a 90-degree angle, would equal 4 times 90 degrees, or 360 degrees, plus the original 720 degrees of the triangles, together will equal 1080 degrees, or 1080, the radius of the moon in miles, times 2, 2160 would be the moon's diameter then. 3 times 360 is equal to 1080, 3 prophetic years, plus 180, that is 1/2 of a year, is equal to 1260 days, or 3.5 years. 18,000 miles, the 12 edges total of the New Jerusalem's foursquare. 180,000 workers on Solomon's temple, found in 1 Kings 5:13 through 18, plus the 3,300 chiefs, or 180,000 divided by 33 will equal 545454. Divided by 2520 will equal 2160, the diameter of the moon. And this is our final review on the number 18, part 4. The dimensions of the holy district of Ezekiel, chapter 40 through 48, are, as we recall, 4,500 cubits on each side as a square, times 4 will equal 18,000 cubits. 18,000 cubits times the sacred cubit of 25.20 inches will equal 456,300 inches, divided by 12 to determine the number of feet will equal 37,800 feet, or 2520 plus 1260 will equal 3,780, which is a fractal of 37,800 feet. Noah's Ark, 300 cubits by 50 cubits by 30 cubits, is equal to 450,000 square cubic cubits, or 4,500. One side of the holy district is a fractal of 450,000, or 450,000 times 4 is equal to 1,800,000, or 18,000 is a fractal thereof. 1,800 times 3 is equal to 5,400, or 540, a fractal thereof, BC. is the time of the fall of Babylon. This is our last slide, the three epics of video number 26. Here we have from left to right Noah's Ark, the Great Pyramid of Giza again to its right, the Ark of the Covenant, Solomon's Temple. In the bottom left we have Herodian's Temple, the Third Temple, right above the word Third Temple, Ezekiel's Millenarian Temple, and the New Jerusalem. The 2,000 years of the Great Pyramid, the Enochian circle, if you would, of 365.25 solar years, the 2,000 years of the Abrahamic circle, if you would, 360-degree prophetic year calendar and feasts, and the Galilean circle of the fish, divided by 33, contending with the great circle in the heavens of the church, all come together in the ultimate consummation of the ages. These three epics represent the tripartite move of the Almighty throughout the generations: the Great Pyramid, the temples of Israel, the New Jerusalem, the Enochian epic, Israel's epic, the church's epic, body, soul, spirit. The circle is complete. The tabernacle of God is with man. Three epics times 2,000 years approximate each are equal to 6,000 years, and the seventh, we affirm, is the millenarian age, or 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. This concludes video number 26. Again, I am your host, Doug Krieger of the Tribulation Network. Thank you for viewing and listening, and now we're going to be going on for our final 3 videos.